Hi and welcome to Roots. This is our sixth session together as we start to look at the next chapter in John's Gospel, John chapter 4, and as we explore together something more about Jesus as we get to know him more. I don't know if you've been in different conversations with different people, from different backgrounds, different contexts, and that you speak in slightly different ways depending on which group that you're in. And one of the downsides of this way of looking at John's Gospel is doing it chapter at a time is that we miss some of the compare and contrast. So last week we were looking at one particular sort of conversation Jesus was having in one context, and today we're looking at another context in chapter 4 of another conversation. And I don't know if you particularly like those kind of games of spot the difference, where you try and compare and contrast two different pictures to see what's different on each. It's actually not a hugely difficult thing to do this with these conversations. Jesus speaking to these two different people. We're looking at the first one, we looked at chapter 3, we looked at Jesus and Nicodemus, and if we look at the context, Nicodemus was a man. He was a Jew. In fact, he was more than a Jew. He was a teacher. He was a Pharisee. He was an aristocratic counselor. He was morally upright, and he was meeting Jesus in the middle of the night at midnight. And then we come to chapter 4, and we meet this stranger, this woman at the well, and she is a woman. She's a Samaritan. She's actually, we'll discover, ostracized by her community in some way. She's morally dubious, and she's meeting Jesus in the middle of the day. These two compare and contrasts are definitely there for a reason by John. And what's fascinating is these two vastly different contexts, two vastly different people in different situations, yet Jesus is at ease with both of them. He accepts them both. He engages with both of them on their level and their shared experience. And we don't see Nicodemus again until the end of the book in John chapter 19 in Jesus' burial, where Jesus has been buried by Nicodemus and by Joseph of Arimathea. But the difference in this woman's life is pretty much immediate. So we're focusing on that particular aspect of this chapter this week. There's lots more to it, as always in John's Gospel. So let's watch it, and remember, we're looking out to see something new or something intriguing about Jesus, that we just wanted to kind of bring a new light into our knowledge of who Jesus is. So let's watch chapter 4, or let's read it together, and we'll come back together and have a think about some aspects of this chapter.